As Samantha pulls into her suburban driveway, another day's grievances weigh heavy on her shoulders. But what happens next could change everything. Follow Samantha on her journey as she confronts the negativity consuming her life and embarks on a quest to find the light amidst the darkness. Will she discover the power of positivity and gratitude, or will she remain trapped in a cycle of discontent? Let's see what unfolds as Samantha's story unfolds before us. Samantha sighed heavily as she pulled into the driveway of her comfortable suburban home. Another long worked day finally behind her. As she trudged through the front door, she was immediately greeted by the warm smile of her devoted husband John. "How was your day, dear?" he asked, hoping to hear some positivity for once. Samantha scowled. "Oh, the usual. Traffic was a nightmare, my boss was in a foul mood, and the copier jammed again. Not to mention the fact that I have a mountain of work waiting for me tomorrow." John resisted the urge to roll his eyes. This was the same routine day in and day out. No matter what was going on in their lives, Samantha always found something to complain about. Their son Ethan had long since given up trying to cheer his mother up, knowing it was a futile effort. As Samantha vented about the various grievances of her day, John listened patiently, offering the occasional nod or sympathetic murmur. He loved his wife dearly, but her chronic negativity was wearing him down. He longed for the vibrant, optimistic woman he had fallen in love with all those years ago. The next morning, Samantha's complaining continued as she arrived at the office. Her co-worker and friend Jessica greeted her with a bright smile. "Good morning, Samantha. Did you have a nice evening?" Samantha scoffed. "Nice? Hardly. John forgot to pick up the dry cleaning. I had to iron my blouse this morning. Not to mention the fact that Ethan left his dirty dishes in the sink again." Jessica's smile flattered slightly, but she persisted. "Well, at least you are here safe and sound. And I heard the weather is supposed to be beautiful this weekend. Maybe you and John could go for a nice walk." The weather is always unpredictable this time of year. I am sure it will rain and ruin any plans we might have," Samantha grumbled. As the weeks passed, Jessica's patience began to wear thin. She tried to gently encourage Samantha to focus on the positive aspects of her life, but the older woman seemed incapable of seeing anything in a favorable light. One day, after a particularly long and tiresome meeting, Jessica finally snapped. "Samantha, I have to be honest with you. Your constant complaining is starting to affect the entire office. We all dread seeing you come in because we know you will just find something else to gripe about. Can't you see how much this is hurting your relationships and your own happiness?" Samantha was taken aback, her mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. For once, she was rendered speechless. That evening, as Samantha sat alone in the living room, John approached her cautiously. Honey, I think we need to have a serious talk. Jessica told me what happened today, and I have to agree with her. Your negativity is taking a toll on all of us. I love you, but I am worried that if you don't make some changes, you are going to push us all away. Samantha felt a lump form in her throat as she realized the truth in her husband's words. Perhaps it was time to finally confront her own perpetual pessimism and find a way to embrace the blessings in her life. With a deep breath, Samantha made a conscious decision to break free from the chains of pessimism that had bound her for so long. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to try. The following morning, Samantha woke up with a newfound sense of purpose. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, she made a conscious effort to seek out moments of joy and gratitude throughout her day. She smiled at the sight of the sun peeking through the curtains, savored the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, and greeted her co-workers with genuine warmth. As the days turned into weeks, Samantha's outlook on life began to shift. She found herself appreciating the little things more deeply, and her relationships with John, Ethan, and her co-workers blossomed as a result. One evening, as Samantha and John sat together on the porch, watching the stars twinkle in the night sky, she took his hand and whispered, "Thank you for believing in me, even when I couldn't see the light myself." John smiled, his eyes reflecting the love and pride he felt for his wife. In that moment, surrounded by the beauty of the night, Samantha knew that she had finally found the peace and happiness she had been searching for all along. With this, we come to the end of the story when Samantha discovers the power of gratitude and positivity, transforming her life and bringing joy to those around her.